Hello, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Mortgage Crush Monday. I'm Lola Slater, your favorite realtor. It is the Real MCM. I am just excited to be with everybody today because I wasn't feeling well last Monday. Had a medical issue coming back from Long Beach. So I'm excited to be here, to be healthy, and to get on and talk to you all today. Welcome, Los Joe. Welcome, Benny. Tell a friend, tag a friend, tell them that it is 6:30 and we're going live. We're crushing on mortgages. My favorite day of the week. It's the Real MCM. Welcome, Mike. I'm liking all these men joining in. Welcome, guys, the Real MCM. And so what this tells me is that, our men are getting more involved and buying homes and getting more involved, in this home buying process. So welcome, everybody. Welcome. Welcome, Latisse. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Carlos. Hey, Carlos. Welcome. So we're going to get started in just a couple of seconds, about 30 seconds. Tag a friend. I know this is going out on Facebook and people are seeing me pop up. Yes, it's Lola, the Real MCM. We are crushing on mortgages today. Welcome, Todd. Ladies, where are my women at? We got all the men jumping on. I'm excited to see you guys. Women, where are you at? We need to balance this thing out. But I welcome again. Missing you guys last week. So our topics, let me tell you guys what we're going to be talking about today. Of course, money. It's that time of the year that it's holiday time, and it's the time of the year. Welcome, Kevin. I think I said welcome, Todd, already. More men are joining in. Welcome, fellas. So it's that time of the year where, as head of households, you are torn between investing in Christmas and New Year's is right around the way. So you're going to want to, relax yourself. But then what happens is, a lot of us end up in the same situation. Welcome, Barry Slater. Welcome, I love a Slater that always joins. So what happens is, you guys, we end up in the same situation. My post today, I saw posted a picture and it was of 2015, 2016, 2017, and kind of like bullying you, right, the person. And then 2018 stretched his hand out, and then 2018, pretty much slam, you, the person in the middle. Welcome, Michael. All these men this Monday. Welcome, men. We're crushing on mortgages and not men today, but welcome. So what I thought about, when I saw that picture that was created, that graphic, was that's what happens to us a lot of times. Every single year, your goal, if you think about how many years did you plan to buy a home, whether it's your first home or if it's your second home. Some people have already purchased their first home, but your family has grown over the years. You want to upgrade, or you may want to, depending on age, baby, you're the empty nesters and you have people moving, your kids are grown. Wherever you may be in your life, how many of us have been in a situation where we have year after year after year, we have that repeat resolution, New Year resolution to buy a home. So, it's that time of the year where if you look at why in 2018, you weren't able to buy a home, it probably was the same reason you didn't buy one in 2017. It probably also was the same reason you didn't want to buy one in 2016 or the previous years. So the goal today, and what I just want to talk about today, feel free to ask any questions. Leave a comment. I really wanted to be open today. You guys bring to me, maybe you have a question from someone in your family or from someone that you talk about, that you have these conversations with. If you already own a home, maybe you're welcome, Karen. It's our first woman on this video. Welcome, Karen Slater, Mary. Welcome to the Real MCM. It's been all men thus far, so welcome our first woman of the evening. So but just being able to say, what is it that you need to occur and happen differently? What things do you need to adjust to ensure that 2018 is not a repeat of your past years? That you're not continuing to pay rent, or you're not in the same home that you bought, that you and your family have outgrown, over the past few years. And so what I talked about 2 weeks ago was some alternative to financing, to rehab loans, where I get people who, investing sounds great. They want to be able to generate some income, but they may not even own a home yet themselves. Or for people, traditional standard buyers who, want to live in I like to say in a nice way, who wants to purchase a Bentley but only got Camry money, right? Like, what, and that was the median or the resolution to that would be getting a rehabilitation loan. We do have Carlos Sorto on here, and he is a home improvement, a general contractor. So being able to use a rehab loan to get the home that may be the size that you want, have the construct that you want, and maybe in the neighborhood that you want, but the home needs some work. And being able to get a loan that's configured where you can buy it, have a general contractor come in, fix up the home to your standards and to your liking, and customizing it, almost giving you that new home feel, or that benefit that new homeowners that get new construction get. And you're able to customize a home and get a larger size, or get the neighborhood that normally costs, that would have, if it was already fixed up, that home would have been outside of your price range. So those are rehabilitation loans, and it's a very short process. It's a very short process, very clean, cut and easy process to navigate through. So just using it as an alternative and being aware of all your options. There are some 100% financing options. And so, and doing these videos, a lot of different lenders are reaching out. I have a great history with working with Daniel Pete with Apex Mortgage, and he's helped many of my clients. But during these videos, I'm having different lenders and different, lenders reach out and talk about, welcome Latisse, welcome Antonio. I'm having different lenders. We're talking about Mortgage Crush Monday and different lending options, for you. So as I was saying, in doing this doing these live videos, different lenders are reaching out. And what I have found, I spoke to a gentleman today where he has 100% financing. Welcome Maurice, welcome Kelly Slater, welcome Sissy. And so what happens with 100% financing, I talked about early on in the videos. With 100% financing, it means that the normal FHA, Federal Housing Administration, 3.5% down payment, you are not responsible for. You don't have to put down. 100% financing means there is a zero down payment for you. The standard FHA financing down payment is 3.5%. So let me get my calculator out so my math is good for you. So you go from, if you're buying a home that's say $250,000, right, and you would normally have to put down 87. You guys can't see it, but if you have to 3.5% of 250 is 8,750. You go from having to put down $8,000 to $0. Welcome Harold to the Real MCM. Welcome you guys. So 100% financing program is beneficial to you, right? And especially this time of year where the money that you're able to save may be less. Welcome Daniel, welcome to MCM. So, being able to have that option to get the 100% financing, it allows you, again, if you're low on funds, because again, we just spent for Thanksgiving, you're spending for Christmas, you're going to enjoy yourself for New Year. So being aware of the different loan options for yourself will allow you to be able to not put your resolution or your dream to own a home or upgrade your home, upsize your home, to make you not put it on hold yet another year. I think as, working adults, hardworking adults, you go to work every day, you should be able to have an asset that you own that can build equity, that has some value, and so that is the goal this year, starting now. We're not waiting until January 2019. We're going to talk about position yourself now. Let's look at the money you bring in now. Let's look at your credit score now. Let's see where you are. Let's get you up to a 620, a 640, depending on whatever program that fits you that you need to get. Let's talk through those options. Welcome LaRuby. Welcome to the Real MCM. So something that I dealt with this past week, I had a person who, they have a lot of collections on their account, right? You can pull a free credit report at annualcredit.com. It's free. The federal government allows you to get a free credit report from TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian for free once a year. If you want to pay for your score, you can. Welcome, David. Welcome to the Real MCM, to Mortgage Crush Monday. But pull your credit report for free. And what the person found was that they already knew they owed, like most of us know if you owe someone, right? But they knew that they owed, they pulled it for free because they didn't want to allow the lender to pull their credit just yet. And what I advise them, if you have collection accounts, okay, you can call the collection agency that's reporting on your credit report, ask them to give you a written payment plan. Now, for an example, if you owe $2,000 on a bill, $1,000 on a bill, most people, any collection accounts that you have, if it's not a big item like a car, it's under $2,000. So if that's the case, call the collection company, ask them to do a 12 or 24 month payment plan. Now, if you say, hey, you can only afford, $50 a month, so, $50 a month spread out, or you can maybe afford $100 a month, have them give that to you in writing, make your first 3 payments, keep copies of your receipt. And what we're able to, the loan officer will be able to do is do a rapid rescore. And yes, I'm saying the word rapid. Rapid rescore means that instead of waiting until the collection agency reports that you've made these consecutive payments, what will happen is that the loan officer can get the credit, the credit bureau, the Equifax, TransUnion, or Experian, they can actually manually submit those receipts, those payments of that agreement that you on your own went out and got and made those paid as agreed, right? They can submit those manually and have them evaluated, take into consideration, and get you a higher score. That's a rapid rescore. That again is something that only a loan officer can do. You can't rapid rescore yourself. You can't tell TransUnion, Equifax, or Experian to hurry up and rescore you. That can only happen through a loan officer. Welcome, Donna. Welcome, G-Man, Data G-Man, guess your IT guy, and welcome, Bear Wade. So welcome you guys. Lola Slater, I'm your favorite realtor, your results realtor, crushing on mortgages today, the real MCM. And again, just helping make the decision to commit to the actions as needed so that you can own a home. It's not okay to continue to pay rent, right? If you paying $1,500, $1,700, depending on how many bedrooms you have, 3 bedrooms, and you're paying over, that's a mortgage. You can own a home for a 3-bedroom home for $1,500 a month, for $1,700 a month, just depending on the area, right? So don't continue to pay this money in rent and feel like there's no way to get out your financial situation. If you're someone who has, maybe repossessed cars on your credit, or credit card balances, the tens and 20,000s, right? If that's you, we have a solution for you as well, right? You can file bankruptcy. Now there's different types of bankruptcies. You have chapter 7 and chapter 12. You have a bankruptcy that allows you to do repayment, right? And I'm telling you, no. Don't do that bankruptcy. You don't agree to pay back anything. The bankruptcy you want to do is the bankruptcy that tells you you do not have to pay anything back. I'm glancing at my notes right now, but the bankruptcy that you want to do is the bankruptcy that you don't want to do any type of repayment. I'm sorry, chapter 7 or 13, but you want to do a chapter 7 bankruptcy where, a lawyer will do this for about approximately $1,500. Go to court, you can't pay, the car is already being repossessed. Great, get it dissolve your responsibility over these things and put yourself in a position that in 12 months you will be able to buy a home as well, 1 year out of bankruptcy. There's some programs that allows 1 day out of bankruptcy, but it does require a higher down payment, like 20%. So if that's not a reality for you, just get yourself out of the position where you are financially in jail financially. Okay, so you have bankruptcy as an option. Okay, not the repayment bankruptcy, but the complete release of responsibility from paying back, these people. And again, look at how much debt you're in. If it's greater than $10,000, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, let's not try to repay this money back, right? Unless you are, you've had a great increase in your income that's coming in, but don't allow it to continue to sit on your credit either. Okay. And then if you don't have that much debt, you're on your own. You don't have to pay a credit specialist. Get your free credit report. Okay. Contact all three, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, all three, because different different creditors will report to different bureaus. So look at all three, contact them directly, set up your payment plan, get it in writing. Get it in writing. I'll say it one more time so you know it's really important to get any payment plan in writing so that you have proof. Do not talk to a person over the phone and you have to go back and say, well, you told me. No, get it in writing. Have it emailed to you or sent to you in the mail. Make your first payment. Get your receipt. Do it 3 times. Right? And if you do it simultaneously over every account that you owe, it means at the end of month 3, you can get your credit rapid rescored. You may be 40 points away from that 620 or 640. You may be, at 100 points away. But that rescore will allow you to just control yourself. It's really just the mindset and the commitment. You don't have to pay someone to improve your credit. And I'm sorry, I probably don't have a lot of, credit repair people not happy with what I'm saying, but it's a reality. So, my job, as a realtor is just to educate the community, make you guys as equipped as possible. You can pay someone to do it if you don't want to do it yourself. It's like, for me, if I don't want to cook dinner, I go out and pay some, a restaurant to cook it. I get it. However, you can actually do this yourself for free. And use the money that you would pay someone else to set up this payment plan, on your own. And so you may say, well, hey, Lola, sometimes these, the credit repair people can get things removed after 7 years. If you don't pay, they can write a letter. Guess what? You're right. Okay. But let me tell you what happens as a realtor. If you come to me, and most realtors, if you ask someone else, if you say I went through a credit repair program, okay, and when the loan officer pulls your credit, everything's fine. We find you a home, and the day of closing, the loan officer, the underwriter, will pull your credit again within 24 hours of closing. And if they pull your credit again within 24 hours, maybe it took us 30 days to find your house. Maybe it took us 60 days. Maybe we're 2-3 months out. If they pull your credit again within 24 hours of closing, and any of those items pop back up that were removed, guess what? Your time has been wasted. My time has been wasted. The loan officer's time has been wasted. You cannot get a home. So you're now in a position where that item that was removed is back on your credit, and now you can't close. Welcome, Tina. Welcome, Henry. Welcome, Ebenesia. Welcome, you guys. It's the Real MCM Mortgage Crush Monday. Thank you guys for joining me today. I hope that you're finding this information helpful. Talking about different ways to just really making a commitment to not allow 2019 to be a repeat of the previous year's resolution. Let's not just add buying a home as a New Year's resolution, but let's make it a today resolution. Let's make it a now resolution where you're going online when I get off this live and you're looking up what your credit report is, or you're reaching out, to say, hey, I want to get it pulled by a loan officer. I may not be that far off. Again, a lot of us know who we owe, right? Or if we have outstanding stuff, but your credit may not be as bad as you think it is. The score may not be as bad as you think it is. So that's why I always heavily advise, allow a loan officer to pull your credit. Daniel P., like I said, is someone with Apex Mortgage that I have a great relationship with. And as I also stated, I'm at a point where people are different. People are reaching out and offering different programs. My goal as your realtor would just be to look at your profile and get the best option for you. If you're someone that may have great credit, but not a lot of money, you may be somebody with money saved, a 401k, or maybe an inheritance or whatever, but you don't have necessarily great credit. We'll just find the best plan for you. And the starting point is always making contact and reaching out. Welcome, Latasha. So I want to answer any questions that any of you guys may have. Do not be embarrassed. The question may not even be from you, but be from somebody that you're trying to help, a sibling, a parent, a cousin, a friend who want to buy a home. The options that I presented you today with actually taking control of your own credit, making payment plans with creditors and collection companies and people that you owe. Some people owe phone companies for devices, didn't turn in a device, or owe the cable company because you didn't turn in a box when you moved. So you got $500 to, X cable company on your credit. Items like that, like let's make a call to these companies, right? One, ask them if they found the equipment, right? And if they didn't, say, listen, I need to make a payment plan. I need it to be in writing. I can only afford $50 a month. I can only afford $25 a month. You tell them how much you can afford a month. You tell them how much you're willing to pay. And if ultimately their goal is to recoup any money back from what that device or that piece of equipment, or you guys give me more examples, of things that just pop up on your credit, and in your mind, you're like, I'm never going to pay this back. Right? Some of us say, I'm never going to pay this back, period. So when you have items like that, just pick up the phone, ask the creditor, tell them, is it any way, did they find it? And if not, like, hey, you want to make a payment plan, like, let you do $25 a month, settle on them lowering it by 30%, and, over the next, give you a payment agreement in writing. Right? Don't just do the bulk payoff and settlement. Welcome, Troy. Welcome, Gabriana. Welcome to the Real MCM. We crushing on mortgages, guys, and I'm hoping this information is really helpful to you all. But don't do bulk settlements. Don't do, if you owe $1,000 and they say, hey, we'll let you pay $300, right? Because when you do that, it appears on your credit. It says that it was settled, and it was less. It says that you paid less than what was owed, right? That you didn't pay as agreed. So don't do settlements. Don't just go when you get, like, most people will get a lump sum of tax money, right? During tax time, we'll get some money back. So don't take that tax money and pay a lump sum to pay off these items, to do these quote unquote settlements. That will not help your credit. It will not. Credit is all about saying, does this person have a history of paying as agreed? And your goal is to get as many paying as agreed creditors reported on your credit report. You cannot get a paid as agreed if you took a settlement. If it was $1,000, $2,000, and you settled for, it may sound like a great deal. I owed them $2,000. They say give them $300. Of course I did it. Well, you didn't improve or help your credit. You want as many paid as agreed showing on your credit report as possible. Okay, paying as agreed helps you. So again, let me show you how to use. If you're going to get $4,000 in taxes, $5,000 in taxes, maybe you're only going to get $2,000. Let's sit down. Let me show you how to allocate that $2,000 out in a way that will help you within 90 days be approved, pre-approved, and ready to buy a home. Okay. Welcome, Calvin. Welcome, everybody. Again, it's always open for questions. You guys can question. Thank you for the inboxes and the messages I receive on the side, but feel free to, post a question. There's no stupid question in this, right? There's, if your parents didn't walk you through the whole process, there's no stupid question. And, how do I repair my credit, or how do I get prepared? That's what I'm doing these live videos for, just to help educate you all. My goal was just to help 100 people be able to move into a home, to make this resolution that we've made year after year become a reality, and to stop having you waste money and paying rent. Again, if you can afford $1,500 rent, you can afford a mortgage. Okay. You can afford to have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. My first mortgage, I moved to Upper Marlboro, Maryland, for those that are familiar with that area. And I had a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2-level with an extra family room, nice backyard, townhouse, and my mortgage was only $1,100. So you can't own a home. So if no one has any questions that they want to share publicly, I hope that you guys found all this information helpful, and I'm just always here to help, and I look forward to helping as many of you as I can become homeowners in 2019. So enjoy your evenings, and thank you for joining the Real MCM.